chapter 5 and verse 15.
Watch
Bring
this,
it
watch
out.
this.
I will go and return to my place.
God said he gonna go and return to his place. Watch this.
Till.
And what?
Till.
Until what?
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Said, get your ass in that room and don't come out until you tell me what you did. Now, what did we do as a people to deserve what we're doing right now? Not keeping God's commandments.
Right.
So you gotta acknowledge your sin, come out of that, and then we can move forward as a people.
Right. Good.
And what?
And good.
Go back to Romans 13 and 3 and read it again.
The book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 3.
Bring
For
it out.
rulers are not a terror to good works.
The rulers are not a terror to good works. What's good according to the Bible? His law.
That's
right. So
right.
if you're keeping God's law, you're not gonna be acceptable to step in that trap that the rulers set for you.
Right.
Why do you think that they make weed legal? You think they make weed legal for y'all benefit? Or did they make it legal so Ray can get caught with it and then take him to jail for 20, 30 years?
Right.
Why do you think that they make, this is the big one, so don't run away. Why do you think they make homosexuality legal? Hold up. Watch this. Y'all gotta see what they trying to do to us. We're generating, right, as a people? That means we still gotta do it, correct? So as an Israelite man, you gotta let your light shine, bro. Your light gotta shine because a normal person, if they didn't hear you open up your mouth and speak, they would not know that you was that person.
Right.
But God say, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good work. They gotta be able to see it. But if you look like the normal average man, how they gonna know that you got that knowledge? How they gonna come to you for that knowledge if you look like everybody else?
Right.
Read on.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
The instruction was to put it on the fringe, on the borders of your garment with a ribbon of blue. You know why we wear this, bro? It's because it's our culture.
Culture, yeah.
It's our culture. It's your identity. Because they stole our identity away from us. Now we think our culture is sagging our pants.
Bring it out.
Now we think our culture is rap music.
Right.
Now we think our culture is Father's Day.
Right.
Father's Day is not our culture.
Right.
Now
Right.
we think Juneteenth is our culture.
Right.
That's not our culture. Right. They stole your culture and then gave you something in replace of it that was going to continue to destroy you.
Right.
Last year at this time, at the end of this festival, didn't people get shot? Didn't people get shot last year at the end of this festival? You know why? Because it's not godly. It's not your culture. It was not made for our people to have peace. This stuff causes confusion. Right. This stuff brings gangbangers together. Right. And then killing happens. Right. This stuff brings fornicators together. Right. And women leave single mothers. This is not for us. Right. This ain't never been for us. This is for us. Read that again.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Guess what? Who God telling me to speak to? Watch out. Look out. God said, speak unto who?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
You see this, y'all? What this say? Israel, right? It says, speak unto who, bro?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
The children of Israel are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
The blacks come from the tribe of Judah, right? So all of y'all will be probably from the tribe of Judah. The West Indians, which are the Jamaicans, they come from the tribe of Benjamin. Right. Levi come, the Haitians come from the tribe of Levi. That's right. So when God say speak unto the children of Israel, who is he telling us to speak to? Us, our people, our people. Because everybody did all people, take this back over here. Did all people go through this?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Did all people go through this, brothers?
Got the boats.
No, all people didn't go through this, right? What if I told you that God told us to come out here and speak to the people whose ancestors went through this?
Bring that out.
That's who God is telling us to talk to. Right. Why? Because this didn't happen to everybody. God did this to a people that disobeyed him. In order to disobey a commandment, right, it had to been given to you, correct? Right. Right? That means it wasn't given to nobody else, right? Because everybody else didn't go through it. That's like you're a parent, right? Yeah, right? And you tell your kid, hey, bring your behind back in the house before the street lights come on. And he with his friends. and he don't come back. He come back right after the street lights come on. Is you gonna punish your kid or you gonna punish him and his friends?
Punish my kid.
Why?
He didn't come when the street lights came on.
Exactly, because you gave your kid the commandment, right? You didn't give all the other kids the commandment. You gave your kid the commandment, and he's the only one that's gonna have to bear that punishment because you told him to do it, right?
That's right.
Read Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19.
Come on.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
He showed his word unto who?
Unto Jacob.
Watch this.
His statutes and his judgments.
Come on.
Unto Israel.
Unto who?
Unto Israel.
He showed his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Unto us. Unto us.
Right. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He didn't deal so with the other people. He didn't tell the other people, bring your behind back in the house before the street lights come on. He told you to bring your behind back into the house when the street lights came on. Come on.
And as for his judgment.
And as for his judgments, because is this a reward or is this a judgment? This is a judgment. He said, as for his judgment,
they have not known them.
God said that other nations don't know what it's like to be on the slave ship.
That's
The
right.
other nations don't know what it's like to lose their nationality. The other nations don't know what it's like to lose their culture, their land, their language. The Bible says the children of Israel, only the children of Israel knew these judgments. You know why? Because only the children of Israel was given his word.
That's right. That's
Why
right.
you think black people is dying here at an alarming rate? By the hands of police. Because we're not listening. Remember, give me Romans chapter 13. Romans 13 and 1. Watch what God say. We gonna get to Deuteronomy 28, but we want to deal with the conditions of our people.
That's right.
Why are we dying left and right?
Bring it out.
How old are you, sister? Yeah. 15. Why is our young women right? I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you at all. But most young women her age are single mothers. Why? Don't that make you angry? That should make you angry as a people.
Right.
Because this world is teaching our young daughters to have sex. They're teaching them to be hookers and whores. That's what they're teaching our people. They're teaching our young men to be gangbangers and violent and smoking and killing one another and smoking weed and smoking hookah and smoking smoke. Bro, that's not right.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
Those are all judgments from the Lord.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Watch it out.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
God said, let every soul be subject unto the higher power. Why? Come on.
For there is no power but of God.
Because that power, that higher power was set up of God. God got these nations over us right now because we won't listen.
Let him know.
We won't listen. We won't take heed. We won't come back to his laws. We won't come back to his commandments. We won't come back to our culture. Read.
The powers that be are ordained of God.
You see that the powers that be, the police that you see out here, they are ordained of who?
Ordained of God.
Why? Because of our mess ups. Come on.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
Come on.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Come on.
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
You see that? Rulers are not what?
Not a terror to good works.
God said the people that he got ruling are not a terror to good works. What are those good works that it's talking about? Give me that in Romans chapter 7. The terror, it says the rulers of this earth is not a terror to good works. So when you're doing God's work, you won't see yourself getting shot by the police. Right. You won't see a young 15-year-old woman, a little 15-year-old girl as somebody's baby mama.
Right.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
You wouldn't see 14-year-old kids running around with guns shooting one another.
Right.
Because why? The laws, it's not a terror. The laws of this land is not a terror to good works.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
The police is taking our people to jail at an alarming rate because we are not keeping
chapter 7 and verse 12.
Bring it
up. For the law is holy.
God's law is what's holy. That's what separates you from this world. Read.
And the commandment holy.
God's commandments is what's holy.
Right.
That's what separates you from this world.
Right.
Come on.
And just.
And it's the just thing to do.
And good.
And what?
And good.
Go back to Romans 13 and 3 and read it again.
The book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 3.
Bring
For
it up.
rulers are not a terror to good works.
The rulers are not a terror to good works. What's good according to the Bible? His law.
That's
So
right.
if you're keeping God's law, you're not gonna be acceptable to step in that trap that the rulers set for you. Right. Why do you think that they make weed legal? You think they make weed legal for y'all benefit? Or did they make it legal so Ray can get caught with it and then take him to jail for 20, 30 years?
Right.
Why do you think that they make, this is a big one, so don't run away. Why do you think they make homosexuality legal? Hold up, watch this. Y'all gotta see what they trying to do to us. Who is the fastest populators on the earth? We are. Bring it out. Guess how? I got 6 kids in a short time span. But guess what? If they can push homosexuality on our kids, what do they stop us from doing? Reproducing. They stop you from reproducing. But that's why God calls this place Sodom and Egypt, because Egypt did the same thing to us. Give me that in Exodus 1. Give me that in Exodus 1. Watch this. The same thing that they did to us then, they're doing it to us now.
Right.
The same thing they did to our forefathers and ancestors, they're doing it to us now. Right. Wow. But the difference is they snatched your nationality from you.
Bring it out.
They snatched your culture from you. They snatched your heritage from you. Guess what? If you take all that from a man, right, what does he have left?
Nothing.
He don't have what? Guess what black mean? Guess what black mean? What does the word black mean? Nothing. So now it's easy to kill you. It's easy to pull tricks on you because you already got it in your mind. I'm a black man. I'm a black woman. You know what they hear when you say that? I am nothing.
Wake them up.
That's what they hear.
Wake them up.
See what you got.
The book of Exodus chapter 1 and verse 12.
Come on.
But the more they afflicted them.
The more that are we being afflicted in America? Ain't our people dying left and right, black and Hispanic alike in America?
Right.
Ain't abortions happening at a rapid rate in America? Ain't our people losing their minds and homeless and to their drugs here in America? So we're being afflicted in America. Come on.
But the more they afflicted them.
But the more they afflict us,
the more they multiplied.
The more we grew.
That's right.
The more we grow. Watch this.
And they were grieved.
And the people that ruled, the rulers, they grieved at that because we multiply more faster than them.
That's
Come on.
right. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
And they were grieved because of who?
The children of Israel.
They were grieved because of who?
The children of Israel.
They were grieved because of us, the people. God's people. Read.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Wait. They made us do what?
Serve with rigor.
They made us serve with bondage. Man, they made us build the treasure cities of Egypt. Right. Come on.
And they made their lives bitter.
And they made our lives bitter. Ain't that what they're doing now? In order for a woman to get Section 8 or welfare, what does she have to do? She got to get rid of the man. Don't that make our lives bitter? Now our children are growing up. Our young women are growing up to be masculine, and our men is growing up to be feminine.
That's right. That's true.
Those are the side effects. Those are the side effects of America. Those are the side effects of these government programs. This is why they do this, to destroy y'all. But we out here to tell y'all better than that.
That's right.
We out here to tell y'all that y'all the children of Israel.
That's right.
We out here to tell y'all we got to treat each other different.
That's right.
Because that's the only way we going to move up.
Wake the people up. They made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
And they made our lives bitter with hard bondage. Come on.
In mortar and in brick.
In mortar and in brick.
And in all manner of service in the
all
field.
matter of servitude they made you. Because look, even though we're not carrying literal bricks right now today, right? All y'all work, correct? When you get that money, who do you gotta go spend it with to take care of your family? You gotta go spend it with the same people that made weed legal. You gotta go spend it with the same people that made homosexuality legal. You gotta go spend it with the same people that's using your dollar to put their children through school to oppress you.
That's right.
You gotta do those things. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28, verse 48.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48.
Watch
Bring
this.
it
Watch what
up.
God say.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God said we gonna serve our enemies. I got a job. I work 12, 13 hours a day. And to turn around and get my money right back to the person that oppressed me. Why? Because God said we would serve our enemies because we didn't do what he said to do.
Right. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Come on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent the Lord our enemies against us?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Why? Read.
In bondage.
In
In
what?
hunger.
In hunger. So when you got a job, and you gotta go buy, and you gotta spend your hard-earned money. You gotta go buy food. Who do you gotta get it from, sister? Same people that oppress you. Come on.
In hunger and in thirst.
Water. You gotta go get it from who? The same people that's oppressing you. Read.
And in nakedness.
And the clothes that you got on your very back, you gotta go get it from the same people that's oppressing you. Come on.
And in want of all things.
And birth certificate, death certificate, religion, toilet paper. Whatever you want in this current world and in this current state, you gotta get it from who?
Thine
You
enemies.
gotta go get it from the people that robbed, raped, and oppressed you.
Right.
But watch this, come on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And that same enemy that you gotta go get water, food, clothing, birth certificate, death certificate from, he shall do what?
Shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
What is that?
Until
What is that? That's a yoke of iron. Ain't that what the Bible describes it? Who did that happen to? That happened to us. That happened to us. Who is the Bible? What is the Bible showing you? The Bible showing you that you are the Israelite woman. You are the Israelite man. It's not only showing you who you are, but it's showing you who your enemy is. Come on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And this man shall do this to you. Right?
Until.
What does until mean? Until means a dispensation of time. Until, that's just like you tell your kids, right? You gonna take your little silly ass in that room. And you don't come out that room until you can tell me what you did. When can they come out the room? When can they come out the room? So you gave them a time frame to be in the room, a time to acknowledge what they did. And once you acknowledge what you did, then you can come out that room. So that's the same thing that God is doing to us. So hold that. And go to Hosea 5 and 15. I'm going to show you that God did that same thing to us. Watch what he did. Watch this.
The book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15.
Watch
Bring
this.
it
Watch
out.
this.
I will go and return to my place.
God said he gonna go and return to his place. Watch this.
Till.
And what?
Till.
Until what?
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Say, get your ass in that room and don't come out until you tell me what you did. Now, what did we do as a people to deserve what we're doing right now? Not keeping God's commandments.
Right.
So you gotta acknowledge your sin, come out of that, and then we can move forward as a people. We're not gonna be able to move forward as a people if you think one way and I think one way, and she think one way and he think one way.
Right.
Because you know what that do? That, like, let's say we all got, it's a weight in the middle, and it got a rope attached to each side of the weight. You taking your rope and you walking that way. He taking his rope and he walking that way. I'm taking my rope and I'm walking that way. Are we getting anywhere? Why? Because we're fighting against one another.
That's right.
But until you understand, oh, wait a minute. This rope is all tied to that same weight that's sitting in the middle. No, we all got to take our rope and go this way. You know what that do? That makes unity. That brings us together as a people.
Right.
But if he Baptist and she Muslim and he Pentecostal and he non-denominational, how we gonna come together under that? You can't. You know why you can't? Because those denominations of religion was created by the same person that raped, robbed, murdered, and destroyed. Right?
Show up.
That's why we can't get along. We put our trust in this white devil over here instead of doing what God say to come together as a people and get the hell up out of here. That's our goal. Our goal is to fix the minds of our people. Because if you fix the mind of the people, what's automatically gonna get fixed? The community.
That's right.
What's automatically gonna get fixed? Our children.
Bring it out.
What's automatically gonna get fixed? The places we stay.
Right.
You wouldn't see see trash all over the ground. You wouldn't see bums all over the floor. They over the floor because of the drugs that were made legal in this country. It's only illegal when you do it. It's legal for everybody else because these politicians, these government officials, they doing this stuff at a rapid rate.
That's right.
They turning a blind eye. Go ahead and take that through.
Exactly.
Go drop it off in them blacks community.
Bring it
Go
out.
drop it off in them Hispanics community.
That's
and
right.
And then when they touch it, we can get triple the profit.
That's right.
We get our drugs back.
That's right.
We get a dead man.
That's right.
And we get a man in prison.
Right.
They triple their profit off of
Teach,
you. You don't
Doc.
even know it. They triple their profit off of us and we don't even know it.
Teach.
Why don't we know it? Because we lack our history. We lack our culture. We out here telling each other Happy Father's Day when you should be a happy father every day.
That's right.
What determines a happy father? If you're not in your kid's life, how you gonna be a happy father? If the woman is raising the kid by herself, how the hell you a happy father?
Come on now.
If the parents ain't married, ain't nothing gonna be happy about your kids' relationship. They grow up broken because they don't have the structure of father and mother in the house.
Right.
We gotta wake up. We gotta come back to our laws, our culture, the way that God gave it to us.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word.